Hey there, I'm back, another video. In this video, I'm going to go through what I'm doing for controls, working on controls, brake, accelerator, steering. Yeah, there's only 2 pedals. Couldn't afford 3. Anyway, so yeah, in this video I'm going to run through how I'm doing those things, the controls, and why I'm doing the controls the way I am, and stuff like that. So stay tuned. Alright, so what I decided to do was, because I want to keep the interior of the vehicle as close to stock as possible as far as the dash and the, the pedals and steering column, stuff like that. Plus it just kind of worked out that way. So what I've done is this. So what I've done is I've taken the original mount for the pedals. It used to be brake here and clutch here, and I've kind of cut it up a little bit to make it fit with my changed firewall. And then the steering wheel bolts on here. This is most of the steering column from the original. I shortened it a little bit down there at the end. It fits right here, about like that. It still has the bearings in there, the original bearings, to make it twisty. And then on the other side, so then the steering, which still mounts to that mount there, goes through that hole. And we're using this, which is the original steering, part of the original steering shaft that goes in, and it's a slip fit, so it slips in and out of the thing in there. It's a 2-piece steering column. So this goes through here, and it comes out here, and then at some point, I haven't quite finished this yet, this is going to connect to this. I'm having a little bit of a clearance issue with my motor mount that I had not anticipated. So I'm either going to have to clearance that or move the this joint further up here. But anyway, right now I'll figure all that out at some point. Trying to do one thing at a time so I don't get overwhelmed. It's a good tip. One thing at a time. So right now I'm working on the brake pedal. So I have, let's start on this side. I have a master cylinder that is from I don't know, probably 80s Corvette or Camaro, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's a dual chamber master cylinder. It's an 1-inch bore, and it's got 4 ports, 2 on each side, for front and rear brakes. It's designed for disc brakes, which is what I'm putting on, so that's good. I have it mounted on the firewall with this bracket. I'm going to do some trimming and final welding on that still, but that is keeping the master cylinder level. Right, so when the rod pushes in, it pushes straight in, right? So now the rod on this side, the rod is here, and I have that attached to the original brake pedal, which I cut because the bottom of the brake pedal went on like that, and it kicked a little too far to the right for my liking, and it was too far forward. So I cut it off so that I can re-weld it and make it a little bit further in and a little less to the right. So I'm going to work on that. But this works really well. It pushes that cylinder in, straight in. There'll be a boot around here, and I'll get a proper push rod to go in there so that the push rod stays, because right now, if the pedal comes out too far, of course the bolt falls in. But this is just for testing purposes. But I really like the way that moves. It pushes the piston in probably a good 3/4 of the way in, which I think is probably fine. There'll be a stop here for it, and there'll be a spring to put on there. Right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just kind of shore up this back part. So as you can see back in there, there's a little bit of space in there, and I want it to be as sturdy as possible. So when I slam on the brakes at the end of the track, I'll feel secure and it'll actually stop and not break. So like brake. I mean brake, but not brake. You know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm gonna work on that some more, and I'll be back to show you some more in just a minute. Hey, back. Just wanna come on here. Oh, this is probably gonna be a video mixed with a few days mixed in it. I don't remember the last thing that I recorded, but you'll see it on here. Obviously, it's been a few days since then, and I've done some work. So let me show you what I've done. Basically, I'm doing some finish welding and just kind of like some finish welding and reinforcing of stuff that I want to go through before I start putting the car together for the final, which won't be for a while, but I want to be able to final set some stuff like front suspension. I want to be able to like start painting, do like a final coat of paint like on the front half of the car. So this is what I've been doing on the front end. On these motor mounts, I decided to, now, again, I'm not a certified welder, disclaimer. These welds are not very pretty, but I believe they're strong, and I trust them. They're mine. Might not be too pretty, so don't judge. Or you can judge. Tell me in the comments below. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so here we go. These motor mounts, I decided I needed to reinforce a little bit. I put plates underneath here. Put a plate here, and I put a plate here. Not super thick stuff, but I like the triangulation of it. Welded all the way around it. Did some little cleanup on the sides. Welding. I know there's this gap here I need to address actually. Put a little piece in there probably, just so it's like the other one. This is something I'm kind of proud of right here. This is the plate for the master cylinder, the brake master. I needed it to be straight and level, something strong enough that the brake master cylinder could be mounted to. So I did this. Right on the side, I just made little angles so that this is perpendicular to the floor, or to the level, basically. So this is flat, so the master cylinder will be flat when it goes on there. And it's nice and super sturdy, so it'll take a lot of abuse. It's a hole for my steering shaft. And let's see what else we got here. I did some I capped off these. These were open down here. I capped those off in there and there on both sides. I fixed some stuff under here where I had added sheet metal to make it so that there was no gaps going into the cabin. And then inside I finish welded all of the floor so far. Again, I am not a welder, so I mean I'm a self-taught welder pretty much. I did go to class for a little bit, take some welding classes, but you know, it's not the prettiest thing, but again, like I said, it's sturdy, right? It ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna probably grind some of this down and clean it up a little bit, but it's gonna be covered with paint, and probably, there's the other side, the passenger side. It's gonna be covered with paint and probably sound deadening material, because I do want this to be a street car, be streetable and be somewhat comfortable to drive on the street. And I also did some stuff underneath, just some finish welding, little gaps that I saw, that kind of stuff. So at this point, I think what I'm gonna do next.
The next day.
Hey there, so I'm wrapping up this little update. You and just want to show you guys what I've been up to. Today I'm mainly mocking up the controls and kind of the cockpit and seeing like how things are gonna fit, you know, testing fitment, stuff like that. So the last video, well, a second ago, or the last video, I showed you kind of some of the welding stuff that I was doing. Now here's some of the parts that are on it, starting with the master cylinder. So this is the brake master, and that fits on there nice and sturdy. I may have to space it out a little bit depending on how I want feel of the brake pedal. We're going around into the car. As you can see, I've got the seat in, just kind of setting on blocks, of course, because I'm trying to get it placed correctly so that I can still fit a roll cage, because I'm gonna have to cage this thing. Right now, I'm gonna use this seat. I got this seat and the other side seat. They're actually out of a 350Z. I think they'll fit. They're pretty comfy, at least for now. And then I've got the dash kind of mocked up. This is just the frame of the dash, and then like some plastic pieces, just because I wanted to see how it was going to look. Steering wheel, steering column. Under here, I've got brake pedal done and accelerator pedal, which is kind of a generic universal pedal I got from Speedway. Not sure if I'm going to keep it when it works. It's one of those kind of things, but I might try to put the stock pedal back in. And then my shifter over here, got my shifter, which works pretty well. And then I've got my center console little armrest thing. And yeah, so there's still some panels missing. Of course, these are the panels that I've got that are removable, so that when we're working on the transmission and putting it in and out, we can actually reach things. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now with it. Yeah. So please like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. I have like a whole 38 subscribers or something like that. My last video got almost 100 views, which is awesome. So help me grow this channel a little bit, and I will be more consistent with videos. Oh, something else that's coming soon, possibly some merch. Moto Geekster merch. Maybe I'll do some merch with this guy to help pay for him. Let me know in the comments. Would you be interested in some Moto Geekster merch or some, I don't know what we're calling this. I've been calling it the Rust Nugget. Rust Nugget merch? Anyway, help me out though. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Whatever. Bye.